have a question. Come with me. I have a question. How is it that after 24 years of crawling and inching for every little inch to get the WWE Championship, after I finally get it, 9 days after I get it, that piece of can walk back in here after not being here for months, and waltz right in and get it? Get a chance? That mother he has no business! No business!
Ooh-wee. Welcome in, Pro Wrestling Sauce. Right here, every Wednesday, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Super House Extra Extra YouTube channel. Here, almost right on time. Josh O'Leary here. Welcome in, everybody. Here's the spiel that I've been given at the top of the show the past couple weeks, which is that my brother is usually joining us here. As you know, we started the show together, and he's normally always here, but he is stationed out in Germany right now, so he just the time frame does not work out for right now. So these are solo shows unless we're joined by any special guests who have a secret code. They know the code. They know how to get in. But for right now, it's just me, Josh O'Leary, joining you here on a fine Wednesday evening. Fine Wednesday evening, if I do say so myself. Let me check the audio levels and everything. We're good. We are good. What is this? Get out of here. Hope everybody's having a great night. Don't forget to share and like and subscribe and do all those things that are important to YouTube. If you'd like to leave a comment, feel free to do so. You may do so. I will read it. I can pull up the doc right now to read the comments. And there's Dirt. I see Dirt's in the chat. See how easy that was? We got Dirt in the chat here. Dirt, our episode last night's taken off, dude. We're getting comments. People are hating it, and people are loving it. Getting a lot of love and a lot of hate, which I love to see. I don't hate to see it all. I just love to see it. Someone told us to stop doing podcasts. Go to work. They left 2 separate comments. Just tell me that. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Buckheads, they're out. They're out in full force. Best of wishes to Drive Through Buck. We're going to get into wrestling here tonight, okay? We've got a nice juicy docket, and I am going to go all the way back to SmackDown, despite what we just saw here at the top of the show. Okay, we had a picture of CM Punk blowing a kiss, holding the WWE Championship, and a nice quote from Sami Zayn afterwards. While that picture was being taken, that was what Sami Zayn was saying. If you missed that beautiful intro, you can go back and check that out. It was a beautiful intro I pulled off here. But yeah, this is your top of the show, and welcome in, everybody. We've got a lot of changes to WWE and championships and whatnot. We're gonna get into all of it here as I struggle through. Oh my gosh, my phone! I did not want to pull up TikTok. Okay, let's see here. We're at SmackDown, right? Let's go back a little bit, guys. Let's go back a little bit to SmackDown, because that's really where the story starts and ends, almost. Like SmackDown to Raw, like that's start to finish for the Sami Zayn WWE Championship title story. Sami Zayn kicked things off on SmackDown, and this is after Night of Champions, after his overwhelmingly surprising, not really that surprising, but surprising for some, Shocking nonetheless. Victory over Gunther and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, getting a semi-hometown pop there for Sammy. And I was very excited about it because Sammy's kind of turned around for me as a character. I talked about it over the past couple weeks. Sammy, he's really turned around for me. We have the famous soundbite here, on the show. Where is it?
I do not like Sami Zayn.
We got the famous soundbite, and that's turned around. It's really turned around. I do like Sami Zayn. I like this character. I like this character that is a bad guy, but refuses to acknowledge so or say so. Yeah, it's been so good. He's been the best thing on TV. He really has. He's been the best thing on TV. And we gave him the run of 9 whole days. Like, Jake has had farts last longer than that on this show. He's been sitting in a stool right here next to me and has farted longer than Sami Zayn's WWE Championship title run. But yeah, SmackDown here, Sami Zayn comes out, and I was scared because we had Cody Rhodes interrupt, which I was, expecting that. And Cody Rhodes did the typical, I'm just here to congratulate you, Sammy. Just here, and Sammy saw right through the bullshit. I don't even really see how Sammy is the bad guy, because Sammy's the only one making sense in some of these things. But Cody Rhodes comes out, and Jey Uso is right behind him. And I'm like, what the fuck is Jey Uso doing? Why Jey Uso? He just lost King of the Ring tournament. Why is he trying to propel himself into a WWE championship match? That doesn't make any sense. The King of the Ring winner gets to go pick a champion of their choosing, not the loser. What? Why is Jey Uso even out here? They can't help themselves but to just interject and pepper in Jey Uso where he's not needed, right? It's the Uso seasoning that I don't want. You guys are throwing it all over everything. It's like when the bacon got real popular. Remember bacon? And everybody was like, ooh, bacon this, bacon that. There's bacon candy and bacon deodorant and bacon flavored dust you can pour on shit now to make shit taste like bacon. Bacon. That's what they've done with Jey Uso. They've turned him into a powdered dust, and they're sprinkling him in and peppering him in everything. Him and the rest of the bloodline. They fit them in where they can throughout each and every program. But anyway, Adam Pearce came out and interrupted this whole mess here between these three. And he set up Uso versus Rhodes for later on. The winner gets a title shot on Raw. And Sami Zayn was cool with this. He was like, all right, this is fine. That's pretty much all this was. This set up a match for later. Sami Zayn was like, okay, this is good. I like this. And I did not. I did not like this. I didn't think this was good. I didn't like the direction it was going already. I said, Sami Zayn has won. This is great. I said, Cody Rhodes, understandable. He's probably going to want a rematch. That's understandable. Then Jey Uso's music hit, and it totally soured things for me. Totally soured things for me. I knew instantly that this short title run, little did I know how short it was going to be. This short title run was going to be. Little did I know that it was going to be sour the entire time, because Jey Uso's involvement here was unneeded. And I get they needed to set up a match or whatever, but to Jey Uso, he just lost King of the Ring. He just lost King of the Ring. Can we have something fresh? Even if they lose to Cody Rhodes later on, and Cody Rhodes goes on to be #1 contender. Give me somebody fresh. Give me Javon Evans or something. Give me something, man. You guys do this. You guys put out the same old shit out here. I don't want Jey Uso. Anything. All right, then we had Charlotte Flair Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Meechin in a 6-women tag match here. This was not anything to write about because I really didn't. We actually had Cargill and B-Fab and Meechin go over here against the baby faces, which I was, shocked, I guess, right there, because Cargill's just been eating pins on PLEs as of late, and I thought, she's just going to keep eating these pins, or at least B-Fab or Meechin would take the pin, but they got the win here, and I could care less about this feud. I know they're trying with it, but they've really killed Cargill with the way they've booked her. And her team, even after a win here, it feels like nothing. Excuse me. Drinking that Coke, right? I got some water. Do I need to switch out for my water? Hope everybody's doing well tonight, man. I always get water in my mustache when I drink from a cup. That's why I prefer like a nice bottle or a can, something with a small mouth. And then I get a wet mustache, man. Nobody wants that. All right, where were we? Rey Fenix versus Vikingo. That's right. Vikingo versus Rey Fenix. Now, this wasn't a bad match. This wasn't a bad match. It was hard to pay attention and keep my interest throughout it. I was doing some things. This was on Friday night. This is Friday Night SmackDown. It's only a 2-hour show, and I also forgot about that. I forgot about the 2-hour show format going into play here for this past Friday. But this wasn't that bad. God, fumble over my words, why don't you? This wasn't that bad of a match here with Vikingo and Rey Fenix. It's super lucha style. If you're not into that, this probably wasn't your favorite match, but I thought this was very good. I mean, it wasn't totally all lucha style. Rey Fenix picked up the win here over Vikingo, who is ice cold on the main roster here. He's coming up over there from AAA, and well, not really coming up, but coming over from AAA. And some good spots in here. Nice blind drop kick from Vikingo. Springboard moonsault from Vikingo. He showed a lot of cool offense, and showed what he could do here on the main roster. And I don't know. I think he needs to freshen up his look a little bit. He reminds me of the Ascension. You remember the Ascension? That's who he reminds me of when I see him. It's the hair. It's the haircut and the look. And then here we go. Fight Forever. It's Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. This is getting boring. Trick Williams, he was super over. I saw him when I went to SmackDown a few months ago. We went and saw it live. Me, Lori, and Sabin went to SmackDown in Columbia, and we saw the hometown boy make his return, and he was over like Rover, and he's felt over like Rover for a while, but I'll be damned if it isn't cooling off. The shtick's cooling off a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think Little Yachty is holding him back. I think Trick Williams needs to talk more. He needs to be involved more on the mic. Because why does he need Yachty to talk for him? He wasn't doing that down in NXT. He's a good talker. And I get Yachty's like a nice addition, wants to be part of the show, but I think it holds back from the presence of Trick Williams. All eyes should be on Trick. There should be nothing distracting me from Trick Williams when that entrance hits. And when he's in the ring on the mic, there should be nothing distracting me from what Trick Williams has to say. And it's not a bad pairing, but it's maybe overdone. Maybe because Yachty's character's developing more than Trick's is. Yachty's got the cool cane now. He's kind of dressing like Trick. Like, he's getting a little bit better on the mic. Like, well, Yachty's got improvements. What's like that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we don't want. Yachty shouldn't be the thing we're talking about coming out of this. Like, he did all the heavy lifting on the mic here. Like, Carmelo Hayes was spitting off on the mic, and who's rebuttaling? It's Little Yachty. Like, do we want to see a match between Little Yachty and Carmelo Hayes? Or do we want to see a match between Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes? See, Trick Williams isn't doing anything. He's just kind of standing over there. He needs to have something. Do something. Have some sort of personality, not just... You can't just aura farm and stand there. You have to have some words, man. Hit me with some bars, right? We're cutting promos here in the middle of the ring. So this sucked. And like, you had little Yachty making short jokes. Like, that was so lame. You're short. Like, dude. Little Yachty just sounds like his nose is plugged. And he's like, listen, you're short. You're very short. Like, it's terrible. Terrible. Danhausen, more terrible. Here we go. I told you, it's the summer of terror. And it's going to continue. The summer of terror will continue. And it has only continued to be terrible for me. And, strike more terror into my heart. This past Monday, I mean, good Lord, rip it out and throw it against the wall and beat it with a baseball bat. Why don't you? Danhausen. He performed another experiment on The Miz and Kit Wilson. God, dude, I hate this shit. I'm skipping it. Brie Bella and Lainey Reed, who is part of... I got Brie Bella on the thumbnail tonight, and this is why, because I did see some of this, and I was not happy. I was not happy about this. This was fucking horrible. The terrible Brie Bella match. Fatal Influence, that's their name. And what a joke these guys are, too. I mean, just no personality, these guys. I mean, it's two blonde girls that look like they could probably be paired together. Plus, JCJ, which makes no sense. She doesn't look like she fits in the group at all, and she's the leader. This is another Riot Squad situation. This is Riot Squad 2. Has anybody compared them to the Riot Squad yet? Because that's who this is. What a joke. We got Sarah Logan versus Brie Bella. But yeah, no, this match was not good. I wasn't happy with this. But Lainey Reed, she went over and defeated Brie Bella, which is, not too shocking having the heel go over here. With Brie Bella being the current champion, they need some contenders, and getting the one up on at least one of the champions gives them reason to do so, as in going forth in a tag team bout for the championship titles for Paige and Brie Bella's tag team titles, to be clear. Yeah, this was Brie's first singles match since she's been back. So then we had R-Truth and Damian Priest, who have been making the rounds in AAA. Damian Priest down in AAA, definitely a lot more personality down in AAA. Don't know what's up with that. But here he is on television and having a segment with Eric and Ivar, who are the tag team champions down in AAA, if you didn't know. And they've agreed to have a title versus title match at some point in the future. And I'm assuming it's going to be on AAA, free on YouTube. Let's hope that it's on AAA and that the crowd is hot, because that would be something. R-Truth and Damian Priest versus the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar, for all the marbles. And then we had Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso in our main event. And Rhodes defeated Jey Uso. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. No interference either from Bloodline here. We didn't have Roman Reigns or anybody coming out trying to save Jey Uso, which was, thank goodness. Thank goodness we had none of that. Yeah, I didn't really have anything to write about the match. Yeah, I didn't have any notes about the match. I just go right into Raw after this. That was SmackDown. I was probably pissed that Jey Uso was on screen, and I was just like, I'm done with these notes, dude. I'm done. That's your SmackDown review. And we're going to move on over to the Raw side of things. Let's see here. I got a Raw graphic too. Look, I'm changing the graphics this week. Look at that. Oh, I didn't take away the host graphic. I'm silly. I am silly. All right. What do we got? We got Raw. Monday Night Raw. And they were in Chicago. So you know what that means, people. You know what that means. Where's the soundboard? We're in Chicago. So,
And I'll kill Hulkamania once and for all.
Will you? Let's hear that one more time.
And I'll kill Hulkamania once and for all.
Will you? Let me hear it one more time.
And I'll kill Hulkamania once and for all. And I'll kill Hulkamania once and for all.
You are Hulk. You are Hulk. CM Hogan. Here he is, people. The part-timer. Where did he go? We need an explanation from Punk on where he went, what he was doing, why he was gone away. We need some sort of good explanation. Because he said he would never leave. He literally was like, I'm not leaving. I'm not doing a part-time bullshit. And then he went and did part-time bullshit. And now he's back and he's just making him, he's just made, not making himself. He's made it, he is the champion on a part-time basis, getting over in his hometown where he knew he'd be over like Rover. Son of a bitch. That's the big topic coming out of Raw. Let's get into it. Oh my God. All right, so just 9 days after winning the WWE Championship at Night of Champions, it's Sami Zayn. He's been advertised for Raw. He's the big advertisement for Raw, and I'm like, oh no. If Sami Zayn is here and CM Punk is here, I automatically got a sinking feeling in my stomach when I saw the advertisement pre-Raw on Netflix, right? Dirt says he's Hulk. Well, CM Punk has killed Hulkamania once and for all, and he is now Hulk. So you can't be. You got to take it up with him. We had Seth Rollins, right? Kicking off Raw. He just came off a win after defeating Braun Breaker in a pretty good match, but kind of a snoozer for some reason. Because Braun Breaker's kind of a snoozer for some reason at this point. Like he's supposed to be over after killing people with spears, but I don't know. They've just gone sour on Braun. He's like an afterthought. He's like background to Maxine Dupree at this point. But we had Seth Rollins kick off the show here. And he's talking shit about the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, who is not here tonight. But he's going to do his best to try to keep this feud alive. And honestly, this was like boring as shit. I don't know what Seth was talking about here, but this was boring. My note says it was boring. That Seth was just like rambling on. This wasn't really a good promo from Seth like it was last week when he was actually face to face with Roman, with the big dog in the ring, right? So then LA Knight of all people, right? He was wearing a belt, Dirt. Don't worry, his ass was not out. Okay, LA Knight's ass was kept in his pants. It was kept. It was kept in his pants. But he came out here, and he interrupted Rollins' promo, and called it. It was like the same old trash, blah blah blah. And he wasn't wrong here, by any means. LA was correct. Rollins ended the long promo, saying he's going to beat Reigns at SummerSlam. Blah 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 blah. And then we had Jimmy Uso come out. Like what? What? Jimmy Uso comes out and tries to start it back up with LA Knight. Dude, LA Knight just in a constant spiral of the Usos. Like he can't get out of it. Right? He unwillingly, it's like LA Knight unwillingly smoked crack cocaine. Like that he was forced to smoke crack cocaine and now he's addicted. Now he can't get away from the crack. And that crack is the Usos. He doesn't want it, right? He didn't want it to begin with. But they keep having him smoke that Slim Jim Uso pack, right? He's in the LA Knight's in the Slim Jim commercials. I believe the Usos are too. They've got him trapped. He is trapped. This wasn't great. I didn't like this opening segment. I thought, oh boy, we're in for a stinker of a show. We're in for a stinker. And then we had Nick Aldis appearing backstage out of nowhere. He should be gone. He should be suspended. What is it? He hurt? What is it? Something's going on with Nick Aldis to where he was not supposed to be here. And he's confronting Gunther. And then Adam Pearce comes in here. And we've got like a little tiff between Gunther, Pearce, and Nick Aldis. And like, what is this? Are we getting a match? Like they sure are dragging out a nice big juicy tease between Aldis and Pearce and possibly Gunther. They're like, what's going on here? He's calling Aldis a failed wrestler, all this stuff. Aldis can still go. I believe, in my mind, Adam Pearce could too. I don't know if he's got some medical, like how extensive the medical issues are after he retired from in-ring competition back in the day. But the Scrap Daddy can still go, in my opinion. Then we had the World Tag Team Championships. It was the Street Profits, who were the champions, which I forgot about, versus Braun Breaker and Austin Theory, who I thought still had it. And that's all okay and cured and dandy because they came out the winners here. They won. They beat the Street Profits for the titles in a very shitty match, kind of. Some interference here from Maxine Dupree. She delivered a low blow to Angelo Dawkins. And Austin Theory got a cover for the win here on Angelo. And that was the finish after a really rushed. It felt like a rush. And I believe there was even a commercial break here in the middle of this match, which there was plenty more of those to come throughout the Raw broadcast. Plenty of commercials. But yes, Maxine Dupree's involvement and Theory picking up the win afterwards. After she gave Dawkins a nice swift punch to the balls. And then she played tonsil hockey with Austin Theory. And, planting nice big smooches on him. And they're back together now. She's joined Maxine Dupree has joined the Vision. That's the big takeaway out of this. They've won the titles and Maxine Dupree's now in the Vision. And the Street Profits are, back to being reduced to, I don't know, we're probably going to be background characters for Seth at some point. That's what it seems like, the direction they're going in, at least. All right. And then backstage, we had Cody Rhodes trying to get cleared for competition. Oh, that's right. Gunther. Okay, so during the tiff with Gunther, Gunther took out Cody Rhodes earlier in the show. That's right. I forgot to mention. Gunther did in backstage. He took out Cody Rhodes earlier in the show after the tiff with Aldis and Pierce. I got stuck on the general managers. I forgot to mention that Gunther went off on Cody as well and beat the ever living piss out of him. Put his head in a car door and smashed it. Right, some Wilson Fisk type maneuver. And Cody Rhodes was not cleared to compete here. And backstage, they're telling him so. They're saying you cannot compete later on tonight. And it looks like Sami Zayn is going to have a mystery opponent. Oh, who could it? Who could it be? Who could it be? Any guesses?
And I'll kill Hulkamania once and for all.
I do not like Sami Zayn.
We have the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Sol Ruca versus Raquel Rodriguez. This was not very good. They're doing something now, too, when Sol does her finisher. They're, like, doing a weird camera angle to where they know they can cut away really quickly if it doesn't go well, and I don't like that. Like, they're not learning anything. Like, the reason it wasn't going well is because you had her spamming the shit out of it. You had her hitting it in the middle of throwaway segments during your second hour of Raw. Like, not even in a match. Like, what? Just use the right camera angle, man. It's a move. Moves don't always go correctly. Like, use a good camera angle to where we can see this thing. It's a sweet move, and we want to see a nice camera angle of it. Not some faraway weird shot. So, yeah, I don't know. This was not horrible, but I don't know. Raquel Rodriguez kind of getting buried here with this. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. The Judgment Day stinks. She needs to just depart from that thing. She needs, I don't know. She needs to just become big sexy, stay big sexy, and she'll be on a roll. Get that Judgment Day stink off of her. Then we have the announcers announcing that a gauntlet match will be taking place next week to crown a new number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, featuring Ethan Page, Dragon Lee, Dominic Mysterio, Rusev, Chad Gable, Joe Hendry, and Javon Evans. So that's quite the lineup there for the Intercontinental Championship number one contender gauntlet bout. That'll be taking place next week. That sounds very fun. And I think Chad Gable would be the front runner to win that thing. It seems like he would be the front runner if he didn't have fucking horrible AI music. He's got dog shit music. I don't care. You can sit there and tell me, oh, this is Duff Rebel or whatever. Dude, it's AI. That music is AI. That voice, everything about it sounds like AI. It sounds like shit. And they're trying to get fans to like want to chant like Gable. If I see any fans out there chanting that shit, I swear, do not get that AI dog shit, fucking wet fart ass song popular by any means. Poor Chad Gable. All right, now we had Obafemi hyping up Hell in a Cell with Brock Lesnar, even though Brock Lesnar was not here. It was just Paul Heyman, and I mean, this was all right here, but Obafemi didn't do the best here as well, and Paul Heyman also like takes forever. He just takes forever to get to a point. He's always trying to like have some like cool like I'm saying a bunch of stuff, and then I'm gonna cap it off with that big sauce at the end, and it's not landing here. It's not landing here. Paul needs a break sometimes, you know? Paul needs a break. This wasn't the best. I don't have anything else for it. Then we had backstage, we had, Adam Pearce. He did inform Sami Zayn that even though Cody Rhodes is unable to compete here tonight on Monday Night Raw, that he will still defend his WWE Championship based on the chants from the crowd here of CM Punk. We already knew who it was going to be. If you didn't already guess it like I did, right? Then we had Chad Gable and Dragon Lee versus Ethan Page and Rusev. This was okay. Ethan Page is a standout. He definitely stands out here. It doesn't really make sense for him to be in this thing. I get he's kind of in the mid card, but I don't know why they have they insist on these guys being tag teams. Because you have Gable, he's like, oh, I got to stick up for the Luchadors now, so he's helping Dragon Lee, and then Ethan Page is like, well, I'm the asshole, so I have to help Rusev because he's a brute. No one wants to put up with him. And it's like, no, like, can these guys just be individuals and still be, we can still have a tag match. We could still have a tag match, but it's like, they don't have to be like a team. And it seems like they're going to split them all up here next week's gauntlet match. So that'll be fun. Hopefully we get Ethan Page versus Rusev in that. That'll be good. I didn't have too much more on this actual match, here, but, yeah, Page and Rusev picking up a win. I mean, surprising for Rusev, not as much surprising for Page. Page has been kind of on a roll in ring and on the mic, in my opinion. I think I think his character is good. I think Rusev's stale. I think he's lacking Lana. And by lacking Lana, I don't mean physically lacking Lana. I mean he just doesn't have that pizzazz he once had when he had Lana. Right? And if he needs a mouthpiece, if he needs somebody, and I don't think he does. If you just heard the promo he cut last week, we played it here on the show. We played the audio here on the show. It was so good, we played the audio. So let's see more of that Rusev. And that Rusev doesn't have Ethan Page standing beside him. Right? Thank you all for being here. Thank you to audio listeners. I know we still have a few audio listeners. More than I suspect, really. I always get more plays than I suspect when I go and check. I know it doesn't update as frequently as we'd like. I think it's like 4 episodes at a time at this point. It's like once a month maybe that it updates. Or it's like semi-quarterly, I think is what I don't know. I paid for like the lowest here to have it uploaded. But I think it's up to date right now. So follow us on Apple and Spotify and Stitcher. If you want to watch the live episodes or hear the live episodes, it's only right here on YouTube. But a special thank you to all the audio listeners who still enjoy the show and go back and listen to old episodes. Well, we get plays on old episodes, so that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right. Also, Ethan Page's theme song. They got rid of the ego from Ethan Page's theme song. Now he's just got a generic sounding AI theme song like Chad Gate. Like, I hate the fucking music. It's terrible. All right, here we go. Sami Zayn versus CM Punk. CM Punk's returning. All right, Dirt says, hold on. Before we get to CM Punk, Dirt says, make Rusev's mouthpiece Trick Williams, whose mouthpiece is Little Yachty. God damn it. No. No. We don't need to make everybody stale here. No, Little Yachty. I mean, I don't want to make it seem like I was trying to shit on Little Yachty earlier. I'm not. I like Little Yachty. I think he's good, but he needs to be delivered in a different dose because this isn't working and it's making Trick stinky and stale. We don't want that. All right, Sami Zayn versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship here on a Monday Night Raw. What the hell are we even doing? These are 2 SmackDown superstars and they're on Raw, right? But we're in Chicago, so it only makes sense. Let's speed it up, right? Because we're in Chicago. CM Punk, big entrance, milking it, right? So big, we had a commercial break, 3 commercial breaks throughout this entire bout. Fuck Netflix in the USA. Fuck the deal that WWE and TKO made with Netflix to shower me with commercials throughout the entire broadcast. And it gives you a nice little counter at the top so you can just, know when to come back because you're not going to pay attention to those fucking commercials, right? You're not going to care about all the advertisements all over the ring. I mean, I look at them and I read them out and I'm like, oh, this is who's sprayed their name all over the ring tonight and coughed up some money to advertise on WWE. It's KFC. It's the General. It's Slim Jim. It's Riyadh season. So then, after the big entrances, we had our match. And I'll be completely honest, guys. This match was fucking good. This was really, really good. I'm going to go as far as to say right now that this was CM Punk's best match since returning, in my opinion. IMO, CM Punk's best match since returning to the WWE. His best singles bout. For sure. For sure. And I wish I could have saw the whole thing, but there were, like I said, commercial breaks in between. But this thing was great, man. He seemed winded at certain points, and he kind of got me. I was like, oh no, he's blown up. He's not going to be able to do anything anymore. And he got me a little bit. I mean, this was a great match, dude. A lot of near falls. You thought Sammy was just going to kind of win it, like he retain at certain points too. Like I actually was like, oh shit, Sammy might retain. You go into this match thinking we're getting a new WWE champion. Not Sami Zayn's going to retain. That would have been the more surprising thing. It really would have been the more surprising thing. But that isn't the case at all. That isn't the case at all. CM Punk, he came out. Look, he's wearing. It looks like he's wearing blood lipstick there, blowing a kiss. Son of a bitch. You can go back and watch my live reaction to this. I was live. I was not happy. I was very upset about it. I was hoping a general manager would come out and change this and make him go one-on-one with The Undertaker and do something about it. But that wasn't the case. CM Punk, he overcame, Sami Zayn's entire arsenal there. And he even hit him with a haluva kick. We had people trading finishers. I mean, it was a great match. Great match. If you didn't watch it, I highly recommend going back and watching it. It was so good. I mean, it's a rewatchable match. And we haven't gotten something like this on Raw in forever. Something like, but the crowd grew with it, I believe, in volume, which I don't know if that's WWE's doing or if that was the actual crowd, because it seems like WWE does a lot of tampering with crowd reactions and sound. But Punk defeated Sami Zayn here to win the title, ending Sami Zayn's reign at 9 days. This was, 5 stars, dude. 5 stars, 5 bags of popcorn, 2 sodas from me. Great match. I mean, I'm pissed about, I'm pissed that Sami Zayn did all that work and got his character over, even with me, who does not like Sami Zayn. And it ended at 9 days. Like, we just got, all you did was sprinkle a little salt on our tongue, right? And we're drooling for a bite of that pretzel. So it was too short of a reign, but also it was the right choice at the same time. And what a match! Like, what a match! Like, I can't be. I don't know. I'm not in the middle. I'm leaning more towards like, wow, great match, and let's see where we go from here. But damn it. And we heard Sammy at the top of the show, and that beautiful intro I put together there. But that, how angry he was, and it felt, that's how I felt too a little bit. That motherfucker. Here he is back. Here he is. He's Hulk Hogan. He's killed Hulkamania once and for all, and he is Hulk.
And I'll kill Hulkamania once and for all.
And now you are Hulk. Yeah, Punk looked great too. He didn't look. I don't know. He didn't look all beef castle-y like those pictures that were going around. That's probably tampered with. But he had a great match. I mean, credit where credit's due. Yeah, the only other note I have here for Raw is that JD McDonough is going to be fighting Danhausen, and I've never wanted Brian Pepper's giant big head JD McDonough to beat the shit out of somebody more. Let's go, JD. That's going to be happening, I believe, next week. Or, no, it's Saturday night's main event. That's right. Bailey changed Challenge Ladder Valkyria to a face-to-face next week on Raw, which who gives a shit? Punk worked... no, that's not it. This went exactly as expected. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it was... this was predictable, but... It was such a good match. Like, you can't be mad at it because it was such a good match. Like, very predictable, but very good. I mean, that's all I got, you know? CM Hulk. I know, I said that earlier in the intro, Dirt. You missed it. I did a great intro. Maybe I'll play it as the outro as well. I'll outro it out here tonight. Since we have talked about Raw and SmackDown. We talked about them both. I hit it all, you know. I mean, and this was this was a pretty good Raw. I mean, it started off really boring with Seth Rollins kind of just like putting us to sleep in LA Knight and Jimmy Uso coming out to try to season that steak. But I mean, ugh, you know, who wants cinnamon on steak? And yeah, I don't know. It was a nice slow burn, this Raw, and it ended with a fantastic match that I wish wasn't, you know, peppered in with commercial interruptions via TKO and Netflix and their shitty fucking deal to pump as many ads into their viewers as possible. Yeah, the ads don't work. Fuck KFC and fuck Slim Jims. Okay, I'm not eating Slim Jims. Okay, I'm buying a Food Lion brand beef jerk. Okay, I'm buying Jack Links if it's on sale, maybe. Okay. So I'm going out of my way to not support your products. If I see that little animated general walking around, I'm gonna beat the piss out of him. Okay, I'm gonna cop a charge for beating an old man up, old animated man. I don't like the commercials. Too many, and you guys put in the timer at the top. Like, why do you do that? I'd be less mad if I didn't see like, you've got 7 ads to watch. Haha. Like, that's my biggest complaint about the match, which says a lot because this is a CM Punk match. I'm not a big CM Punk fan. I think he's a hypocrite, which this only makes the hypocrite allegations even more. I'm seeing more people call him a hypocrite now. Like, they're hopping onto my hypocrite bandwagon, which everybody already knows that the CM Punk's a huge hypocrite, right? So, which more people are saying it now. More people are saying it. And I believe if Jake was here, CM Punk, him winning this title, it would be his John Cena can't unsee moment of the week. It definitely would be. Well, where do we go from here? We got Saturday night's main event on the way. And a lot of those matches are already getting solidified. I mean, we just had JD McDonough and Danhausen be solidified, which, I mean, God, that's going to be fucking horrible. Like, for real. You know we're not going to have, like, an actual match here. It's going to be JD McDonough doing big spots with, like, mini Danhausen. I don't know. I just can't stand Danhausen. He's so... He was over... I was done with him a while ago. And I believe more people are probably going to jump onto that bandwagon as well with me here soon when the shtick gets outplayed and it's like, come on, all right, fuck this guy. Like, he's boogeyman light. We're over it. Shout out Jake and John Cena. Yeah, shout out to Jake over in Germany. Normally he'd be joining us here every Wednesday right here at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time right here on SuperhouseExtraExtra.com. But he is not. He is in Germany, and he'll be stationed there for the foreseeable future. We're going to try to pepper him in at some point. Do a live stream where he can catch the time. We just haven't had time lately. We had a 4th of July. We had a lot of stuff going on. And he does as well. So it's hard to coordinate, and it's hard to time that out. Being 6 hours ahead. Right? 6 hours ahead of us. So it's nice and early for him right now. Nice and early. He's getting ready to go into work. But shout out Jake. Shout out John Cena. I hope his hair plugs work this time. I hope I hope the Bosley doctor's got every follicle this time, and that your baldness is cured, John. I think you should just embrace it. Stop being a bitch, dude. But Hollywood doesn't accept it. What the fuck are you talking about? Hollywood doesn't accept it. The Rock, the other big giant wrestler that's a Hollywood star, The Rock, is fucking bald. Why is John Cena so worried about losing that shitty hair? His hair looks like shit anyway. He's got like the Jerry Seinfeld 90s pompadour, but it's all like thin and poofy. That's what he's trying to hold on to. What a dork. All right. Well, that's the show. I got nothing else. Reverse bald fade. Reverse bald fade Cena. Yeah, that's what he has right now. He has a reverse bald fade. He needs to just go full bald. He needs to go full bald fade. Like, that works. It works for him. Like, when he kept his hair, like, super short, if he just had, like, the bald fade, like, yeah, he'd be fine. I don't know why he acts so goofy sometimes. John. All right. Well, that's the show. Thank you all. Thank you, Dirt, for joining us. Be back next week at 10:15, like I said. Watch Tuesday's House Assembly. Watch last night's House Assembly. I know that it's the talk of the town right now. I mean, it's getting a bunch of views. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Some people click on it thinking Buck's going to be on the show. I hate to inform you guys, but if I put somebody in a thumbnail, it doesn't mean they're on the show, right? I put the Summer of Terror in here tonight. Brie Bella's not on here. Jey Uso's not on here. I didn't have John Lithgow on the show last week, right? We didn't have Tim Robbins on the show last week. Like, what do you guys, what? Oh, Buck's on the show. No, Buck blew his face off with fireworks, and we're going to talk about it, okay? And we're going to goof about it, and we're going to joke about it. And if you don't like the humor or whatever, you can comment about it below. Feel free to do so. It's engagement. We love it all. It's popping off, though. And just don't expect whoever's in the thumbnail to be on the show. All right. Thank you, Dirt. Yep. I said thank you, Dirt. I did. I promise I did. Yeah, thank you, Dirt. Dirt was on the show. It was a very funny episode last night. So check it out. House Assembly. We're live every Tuesday, and then we're live every Wednesday right here for Pro Wrestling Sauce. And Thursday's up in the air. I'm kind of just shooting the shit, playing around, working on things on Thursday. I don't know. I haven't been putting too much out. I mean, I've got a pool video I put out where I was playing 3D pool. I might do a little bit more of that. I don't know. Figuring stuff out. That's the time slot for the future talk show. Right. We got that's where we can just do whatever we want until I hit the lottery. All right. Well, oh, and don't forget Friday and Monday. That's right. Friday and Mondays, Raw and SmackDown final hours. Join me vertically on your phone as I will be live streaming the final hour of Raw and SmackDown. Respectively. Actually, I don't know. This SmackDown's only 2 hours now, so we'll see. We'll see what we do Friday. We'll still hang out, but I don't know what we'll do. Last week we were looking at comic books. We were watching SmackDown and looking at comic books, so maybe we'll do a little bit of that. So come on back, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys all next week. Bye.
I have a question. Come with me. I have a question. How is it that after 24 years of crawling and inching for every little inch to get the WWE Championship, after I finally get it, 9 days after I get it, that piece of can walk back in here after not being here for months, and waltz right in and get it? Get a chance? That mother, he has no business! No business!